Hello, Nancy. Hello, Kathy. Yes, we did miss you the last couple of weeks, Nancy, but you have been out of town and enjoying life, so that is always good. Happy Monday. I am back as well. No live last week due to lots of Christmas parties and dinners for my husband's job and all that fun stuff. So I'm back this week. Yay! And we're going to work on some Christmas stuff tonight. We are going to play with the Forest or Forever Forest bundle. I have a love of trees, so this comes in very handy. And it's actually going to carry over. So when the catalog retires at the end or the beginning of January, what will happen is you can't order it. It's my understanding. Don't hold me to this, but you won't be able to order it until the annual catalog comes out in May. So it'll be in the new catalog or in the new annual catalog. But so it will be there. I really enjoyed playing with this one because, of course, it's the outdoorsy looking stuff. So y'all know I love that. Okay, prize from 2 weeks ago was the embellishments. These are the 2022 to 2024 in colors that will sadly be retiring next year. Oh no, wait, it'll go all the way through. Yeah. These are actually some of my favorite, probably in a really long time. But anyway, they will retire. But Kathy Goldie, you are the winner of this pack of embellishments. So I will get that to you. Hello, Karen. Hello, Angie and Sharon. Hello, hello. Next week's prize, hey Deb, will be the heart. These are the heart pearls. These were actually some of my favorite before they retired. So I will draw that name next week. Okay, let's see what else. I'm going to actually put you guys down to the table so that I can show you all the other stuff. So I'm going to cover you up, put you down. Oh, and let me know. So I have my pre-order and my, what is it called? Product premiere order. So I will be happy to share those with y'all after we're done with our live tonight, if you guys are interested in that. So let me know in the comments if you want to see new products. I've got most of them sitting here right here to my right, so I could just kind of do that, and then I can go pull the stuff that I had already had. So, okay. My club for December, it will mail out. My goal is to actually get it out either right before Christmas or literally right after Christmas. Because it is a calendar, so I want you guys to be able to put it all together so you can have it on your desk. It's a little 2024 desktop calendar. You will make little cards like this, and club is $39. With the $39, you will get all 3 of these ribbons right here. These come in a combo pack, so you'll get those. And then you'll get a half a pack of the Brights Designer Series paper, as well as the Subtles Designer Series paper. You'll get half a pack of each one of those. And then, of course, I will have punched or die cut out all the little extra things that you'll need. So you'll just need the stamp set called Days to Remember to put your dates and stuff on there. I will tell you, and I am super excited about this, but I only have 3 more spots left that I can handle for club. So if you want it, you will have to let me know as soon as possible. Because once I get 3 additional people signed up, I'm done. I have to cut it off because otherwise I would have a panic attack and I might not get it out on time. And that would just send me in a whole nother ordeal because I'm very paranoid about making sure I get things out on time. So 3 more people can register for it. There is a link in the description of this video, so you can do it right there for club. And again, it's only $39 to join club. If you want and you don't have the stamp set, you can add it on for just the $17. I don't charge you anything additional for that. I don't charge tax or shipping or anything, so it's just that cost. Okay. All right. The next thing is paper pumpkin. So paper pumpkin for January, February, and March has some really cool things that they're kind of changing up for us as demonstrators. And one of those is they are going to come out with a coordinating die for 3 sets at a time, or they'll come out with like a coordinating product. I don't know if it'll always be dies, but it'll be an add-on for every 3 months. So they're kind of doing it in like quarter increments. And they're going to start kind of giving us our little snippets to look at for every quarter. So we'll get to see kind of all 3 months and kind of see what the, not what the kit is, because they don't ever show what the kit is, but they will show us kind of what's coming. It'll be like the hints like they always show us. So if you're interested in any of that, there's a link that you can actually go and look at Paper Pumpkin and join. The dies that they have that will match January, February, March are $12, and it comes with a label die, a leaf, a flower, and then the word love. So it's really cool that it'll kind of coordinate with all 3. So I think that is it for that. Let's see, what else do we have over here? Don't forget, it is still 60% off right now until January the 3rd. You have up to 60% off for any of the products that are retiring. So make sure that if there's anything from the holiday catalog you want and you want it at a bundle pricing, get it now. Don't lose the discount. Don't lose the bundle discount, because some things are rolling over, but what doesn't roll over is that bundle, like with the one we're using today. So this is a bundle pricing right now, but when it comes out in the annual catalog, it will not be under the bundle pricing. You have to do the stamp set and then the dies separately. So in saying that, if you want products, they're great Christmas presents. You can tell anybody you want and they can buy those products directly from the website in order to add to like your stocking or, extra little gifts. So the next thing I wanted to share, Stampin' Up! Just announced today that there will be a free shipping day for $75 or more on December the 14th. So if you are looking to get stuff and you have a big order, December the 14th would be a good day to do that, because it would be free shipping. Now, I expedite. I know a lot of you know this, but I expedite my orders, and what will happen is it's free shipping, and then the expedited part will then charge me. So it's a great time to order. I will be holding off and ordering on this day, because there are some things I need to get that will be carrying over that I need to get more of. So anyway, free shipping, that's always a great, great deal. Okay, I think that's it. That's all I got. So we are going to jump in and we are going to start working with our projects for tonight. So most of you may have seen this yesterday, last night on my Facebook page. Ignore the stamping because I used it to also stamp. So our first box that we're going to create is this right here. And I use my grid paper, and I don't know if you guys, a lot of new crafters don't know this, but the grid paper really helps me to create things whenever I have products that I really like. So what I did was I started out here and I drew a box around it. And then when I drew the box, then I kind of move it along, I kind of put it together, see kind of how, far apart. And then that is how I figure out the whole box. Now you'll see I have some little scratches here because I decided to make it all the way level, whereas before I kind of had it cut down to here. But anyway, maybe one day soon I will actually get on and show you exactly how I do it, and we can draw and do some measurements and cutting and all that together. But I wanted to kind of show y'all that this is how I come up with all of my little boxes for my treats and stuff. And since we're creating 2 treat boxes tonight, I thought y'all would be interested in seeing that. Okay, so this is our first project, and it fits my very favorite candy, which are Ghirardelli's. Now, I'm going to tell you I'm very special about which ones I like. I am a white chocolate caramel, which, by the way, I didn't even know these existed until this year. These are now probably my favorite, even over the milk chocolate caramel. But these are my 2 favorites from the Ghirardelli's. And then my second favorite candy we're going to do later on. So, but this little box holds 2 of them. And I wrapped some ribbon around so you could just pull it right on out. And then you can stick them right in. These are great for if you are, if you have a lot of neighbors or you have a lot of coworkers, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, you don't have a lot of money to spend. This is always a great little thing that you can do because it's handmade. So it kind of gives off a, hey, you were really thinking about me. You took time for my gift. But then it's, just some little chocolates. And so it's easy and quick and inexpensive. You could also add like a little gift card to it if you wanted to do that as well. All right, so let's get started. And I had to put all of my measurements down because I could not remember everything. And Kathy, you are correct. White chocolate. Well, okay, I say white chocolate anything. There have been some white chocolate things recently that I have tasted that have not been so great. But for the most part, yes, you are correct. You are absolutely correct. Whoop. All right. I'm going to pull everything out so you can see it. We are also, for this card, we're going to use the Give It a Whirl dies and we're going to use the nested dies. And we're going to have to cut out our little label because I felt like it was easier because we're going to do a little technique with it. And the sentiment is going to come from the throughout the year. All right. Let's move some stuff so that I have plenty of room to craft. I'm going to move my chocolates out the way so I don't crush them. Okay. So first, let's start with our little box. So I'm going to move. There is a blog post as well. Oh no, I'm a little fuzzy. Let me know if I am. If I am, you may want to go out, Nancy, and then come right back in. Sometimes that'll take care of it for you. I have a blog post for all of this, so you can go directly to my website, which is simplyelizabethcrafts.com, and you can get all the measurements and the score lines too. So all that's there for you to make it easy so you don't have to write it all down. All right. Oop. Sorry, I was dropping stuff down here. Okay. I'm going to make sure I'm in the view here, and we are going to put our card stack on, and we're going to do the long side, and we're going to go to 3 and then 3 3/4. Okay. And this is a real simple box, really simple. This side, which is our short side, we're going to score at 3/4, and then we're going to come over and do 2 3/4. Okay. And then that's it. That's it for the scoring part. So then what we have to do is I have to play the Leaning Tower of Pisa over here with all of my stuff. I have a whole large stack and it's going to fall any moment, I'm sure. We're going to fold on all of these score lines. And I'm going to grab my bone folder. Give them a good crease. Okay, then we're going to take our scissors and we are going to cut right here. And we're going to cut on either side of the hump. So if you look, you will see the score line is like a mountain. So we're going to cut up on either side of that mountain And then we're going to come into the inside, and then we're basically cutting out that score line. So it gives us a little notch. And then you can see there's a little space in between each one, each tab. And that just helps you put the box together a little easier. Okay. All right. Now, I'm a huge fan of Stampin' Seal. I think that adhesive is really strong, so that's what we're going to use. We're going to put adhesive on the inside small tabs first. Okay. And then we're going to put it down here and down this one. And it's going to be on the inside as well. Being left-handed, I get in the way whenever I do this side. Okay, this part is going to go up. If you have been watching my channel for a while, you know I cannot stand the little tabs on the inside because I feel like they catch everything when you're trying to slide it down. So I sandwich it in between my tabs, my larger tabs. So then we're going to adhere this one over that small tab and the big long one. And we're just going to line it up and make sure it's all lined up like that. Then we'll come around here and we'll do this side. And what I do is I stick this one right here on the inside of that mountain fold or that mountain score line. And then it goes straight up and it will line up even with your sides, those back sides. Okay, so this will be our front. And then we will have our next little pieces. Let me move my score lines and all my little notes now. I gotta make it easy for myself. All right, so now I cut out 2 mountains, and these are from Basic White, but this is the mountain die from our, which I didn't even show y'all. So these are the dies that coordinate with the Forever Forest. So this is the die that I cut out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna adhere this one down. And I think we're going to adhere it like this. I cut it out really large because I wasn't sure quite what I wanted to do. And in here, there wasn't a lot of white because I cut them short. So I'm going to try to kind of pick it up just a little bit higher. And what I'm going to do is just put some adhesive here and here. And then straight up these 2 pieces. All right. And then we're going to put this right about here. Like that. And then this one, we're going to, I might have to move this down a little bit. Let's see if I can take it off and move it down slightly. Okay. There we go. All right, that should work because I don't want the same pieces to be there, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put some adhesive right down here at the bottom, just like that. And then we're going to go up on this one and on, let's see, and on, oops, this one right here on the edge. Okay. And then we will lay this down right here at the bottom. So now you've got your little snowy mountains. We'll flip this over and cut this off. I'm going to grab my long scissors for this. And I'm left-handed, so sometimes it's a little harder for me to cut. All right, there we go. All right, I think that is good. And then all right, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this big, large tree right here. And I'm okay with it going off the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my non-favorite glue. Hello, Carrie. And I am going to add some liquid glue. We're going to use liquid glue a couple times tonight. Whew. And I'm prepared to be all sticky by the time it's done. All right, so I'm going to add this right here. I'm just going to line up my trunk at the bottom. And then there we go. Okay. Now, I've already cut out the other pieces as well. So we've got 2 taller trees here. So we're going to adhere these with some liquid glue. Because it's so much, well, you can do the adhesive sheets. That's actually probably the easiest thing to do. And I should have done it, but I didn't. So here we are still dealing with the liquid glue. So it'll be all right. Okay, so this one's going to go here. And then we're going to put this one right here. And I'm going to move this one down just a touch like that. And then, and I actually did a little bit larger trees this time because I wanted the bottoms to be there. And for whatever reason, this one is not staying. Let's see if I can make it stay now. Sometimes you have to hold the liquid glue until it starts to dry. Because when it starts to dry, it gets sticky. And that's kind of what keeps it adhered to your front. There we go. All right, then I'm just going to trim off that little piece there. Okay. Then we have another gold one because that's just, you know, I think navy blue and gold are really pretty together. Yes, Carrie, it does not matter what you do. You could not even like actually touch it and all of a sudden your fingers are going to be so sticky. I don't know. I think it is just it's just the glue that likes to keep on giving. And you have to be careful when you're doing foil paper with it because if you get your fingers sticky and you rub across the foil, what will happen is it will actually leave like marks down it and then makes your foil look bad, which is, you know, just crazy. But anyway, you realize that means that I know all about it, right? But I guess, you know, it's a good thing because it does keep on sticking. It doesn't let go. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to work on our sentiment. So we are going to, again, we're using the Throughout the Year stamp set, which is a really good stamp set in that holiday catalog because it has all the different holidays. Although it says Happy Holidays, I wish it had said Merry Christmas, but it is what it is. So you could do that. Happy Holidays, to me, encompasses Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's because they're all kind of right there together. So you could do that, but we're going to use the Cheers to You in the New Year, but we're only going to do Cheers to You because I felt like this would be like a really good like party favor. If you're doing Christmas parties or New Year's parties, these would be great little party favors. All right, let's do our embossing powder or our embossing buddy. And I probably just put a whole lot too much on it, but it'll be all right. It'll look like it's snowy, right? All right, so then we're going to get some Versamark. Now, I would actually suggest if you're going to do it, we're going to do it this way. I can stamp just right down on the Cheers to You, but I'm going to show you the trick that will ensure that you don't get ink everywhere. So we're just going to use some tape and cover it up. And then we'll ink it up really well. Okay, and once we do that, we'll take off the tape. That's the important part. And then we're going to stamp it right down on our piece there. We will grab our white embossing powder and then we're going to cover it up And I'm going to cover it up twice. Okay. If you don't like loud noises, cover your ears because I'm going to turn on my heat tool and we're going to emboss this up. We're going to make this shiny. And it doesn't take very long to make it to shine. You just got to heat up a little bit and then it'll go right on. Okay. And it does look like I put way too much powder on it. I'm not sure how I get that off, but it'll be all right. We're going to just make it work. Leave it to me to add way too much powder to get the oil from your fingers off of it, right? Okay, so we've got that. Now I'm going to grab in my little cutting emboss machine. This is my little blue one. We're going to adhere this here. So I have a funny story to tell you all. I have never had to buy a new machine because I've broken it. Well, I broke my very first machine. I really have no idea how I broke it. The whole like bottom wheel is what I broke. So it was very interesting. It all of a sudden just kind of stopped cutting and well, it was still cutting, but I couldn't get it through. So I was, yeah, it was like, wow, my very first one. And it was actually the first new cut and emboss machine that I made with the new design from Stampin' Up. That was the one that I broke. So yeah, very interesting. So you apparently can break them. So be careful. I don't know if I was like, I lug it around to a lot of places, to events and stuff for like crops and things like that. So I'm wondering if like in the midst of doing that, I have slammed it too hard on something or whatever. But anyway, the whole like bottom wheel that's inside down here on the bottom is literally like jiggling around. So I'm going to see if I can find somebody who can fix it for me. We'll see. I do not have skills for that. All right, so we've got our piece here. And we are going to take some gold. And this gold here is the Simply Elegant trim. And I use this all the time because I love the, it truly does look like elegant ribbon. But then it's simple too, so, and thin, and I love thin ribbons. Probably why I love linen thread so much. Which, y'all, linen thread is currently on non-orderable. And I promise you it's not because of me, because I only ordered like 6 packs the last time I ordered. So it's not unorderable because of me, but I might have been a little sad because the last order I placed, I could not add it. So it'll be what it'll be, right? It'll come back eventually. All right, I'm going to put a dimensional on this side and a dimensional on this side. Then I'm going to take a little bit of adhesive and I'm going to run it down the center. And I'm going to put my bow right there in the center with that adhesive. And the knot in it is going to act like another dimensional. And then we're going to pop it right here across our trees. There we go. Then we're going to add a little heart, and this is from Give It a Whirl. We're going to pop that up as well. And we're going to stick that right there on the edge. And then last but not least, we want to make sure we add our candies in. And you could do either of these. So I chose Night of Navy because of the Ghirardelli. The gold, I originally was going to put these in. So that's why I'd picked gold. But then I think these match just as well. So, and these are my favorites, so we're going to go with these. But first we're going to take some Night of Navy ribbon. And we're going to wrap it around like this. And we're going to stick it in without tying our Night of Navy ribbon yet. And we're going to tuck it down in there. Now, I don't need that much, so that's just kind of a waste. So I'm just going to pull on this side, and it's just going to pull it through. And I think that will be good. So then we will snip off right here. Okay. We will then add some more gold to it because the gold is going to keep it standing. That's what's going to happen. And I didn't want to really add like a large bow up there or anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now pull this out just a little bit. I'm going to put my ribbon behind it there. I'm going to tie. This is always a tricky part just because ribbon is not like, you know, hard. So it sometimes can make it a little difficult. All right, so we're going to hold and we're going to tie. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to tie it as tight as I possibly can. And then I'm just going to spread that a little bit. And I'm going to tie a little bow. We don't want anything big. And then we're going to cut off our tails just as long as the loops are. And then we're going to tuck the whole thing down. So all you're going to really see is your blue. You'll see some of the gold, but it won't matter. But then mostly what you're seeing is the Night of Navy ribbon sticking out of it. All right, so that is project number 1. And let's move that back a little bit. We are going to put this aside. We'll come look at those again at the end. And I will tell you, you can get, I think it's 3. You can get 3 out of each 8.5 by 11 cardstock piece. So you could make a whole bunch of them. Okay, so next we're going to do a gift card holder. And this card is, when you open it, it has the little gift card in it, okay? None of my gift cards have money on them. They have all been used. But I think this is an easy way because you're sprucing up a card, and then it allows you to kind of spruce up that gift card, because, you know, everybody gives gift cards now. And as much as I love gift cards, I would prefer gift cards in all honesty, but it is nice when they are spruced up a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to use a sneak peek product from Celebration, which will be coming in January. All right. Let me pull everything in. And we're going to do some embossing as well, so we'll have to pull the big machine in. I'm very thankful that I have a couple extra big machines for classes and stuff. Otherwise, I might have been in trouble. But, all right. So, we are going to, I'm going to grab a piece of grid paper because I'm going to need some grid paper for this. We are going to create, our sentiment is from the Modern Garden. All right. And I've already cut out the tree, and I'm going to show you a trick with that. As well. Okay. I'm going to move all that over. I'm going to pull this up so that y'all can see it to make sure I'm in camera. Okay, I'm going to line this up with my grid paper. Then I'm going to take some of that tape that we had. Thank you, Sharon. And I'm going to attach it to the back because I want it to stay still while I do this. Okay. Now I'm going to take some seal. I'm going to create, I'm going to go all the way up to the top. And I've got it cut a little longer than it should be to make sure, hold on, I got to see it. There we go. Make sure I line it up right. Okay, so we'll trim off the different edges too. And then we're going to go to the bottom. Okay, so I just put adhesive down there. So we're going to put this down here at the bottom. And then we're going to go up 1.5 or down. We'll start up here. We're going to go down 1 box and then 1/2 box. Okay, so it's going to end up looking like this. So that'll help with our spacing because I'm, well, special with spacing. And I couldn't get it to quite work when I was just kind of eyeballing it. So I figured it'd just be easier to kind of figure out the measurement. So, and I'm not going to make it perfect and it'll be just fine. But I do want to make sure that I am lined up. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to go down and do another one. This one's going to line up. Let's see, that's going to line up here. Nope, that's, yep, that's 1.5. So there we go. And okay, and then this is going to go here. This will go here in the center, right about there. Okay, all right, now we will take this off and we'll take off our little tape and we can reuse that for other die cutting. We're going to pull in our little trimmer and then we're just going to trim off all those little extra pieces. We'll come to the other side and do the same thing. Okay. And I stick all the time. I also broke my cutter. I am apparently in the breaking of everything, but I can fix though. But I continuously break it by pulling the arm up all the way. All right, so there we go. Now, the really great thing about this piece is that I sent it through the embossing folder. So we are going to pull in our big machine. And then we're going to take off these plates here because we don't need those. We are going to pull in our embossing folder, this Snowflake Sky. And we're going to put it down here toward the bottom because I want it to have a lot of snowflakes on it. And then we will run this through with plate 4. So you'll just have that bottom platform and then you'll have plate 4, which is the gray one. And then when you open it, it's all going to be embossed. So it adds a little bit of detail, which I felt really made the card. All right. Now we are going to take this and we're going to stamp our sentiment. And we're going to stamp that in Pretty Peacock. And then we'll have to cut that out because I did not cut it out. So we're going to go with this one here, and we'll pull our little one in for this. Now I want to make sure it stays, so we'll just add that big one right over it. All right. Then we've got that, and we will put this in the trash, and then we'll stick that back up there. Okay. Now, this right here. So this is a foam adhesive sheet. So Stampin' Up! Sells foam adhesive sheets. I actually don't really keep any over here where I do my lives at, but it is literally just a piece. So it was kind of like, let's see, I cut it like here. So it's a full sheet that looks like this. Okay. And then you can cut it up and put it on the back of dies. And especially your detailed dies, it then allows you to be able to have dimensionals on the back. Now, it does take, you have to cut it out several times. One thing I did figure out was that it's easier once you cut this tree out, is just to pull it right off of the backing from the top. Instead of trying to get it out of the whole piece, just pull it right out and let it leave the outline there. So then we will adhere this right on over here like that. But when I tried to put this flat down onto it, I really didn't like it. I felt like it needed to be popped up, and so that is what helps to do that. All right, we're going to flip this over. We're going to put dimensionals on the back of it. Yes, Nancy. So the dies, are you talking about the label dies? The label dies are the nested essentials dies. And then the trees are the forever forest. But I think you're probably talking about the label dies. I love these and I use them quite a bit. All right, and then I'm just going to adhere it right up here. Like that. And then we'll take some ribbon. Maybe. I'm not sure where I put it. Oh, here it is in front of my face. And we're going to tie a little bow. Yeah, so those are the nested essentials, Nancy, and they are fantastic. I love, I will say, I don't use those very often. I probably need to, but I love the banners and then these rectangle ones. I use those a lot, or the flags and the rectangle ones. I use those a lot. All right. So we're going to tie a really small bow with this ribbon, only because it is kind of bulky. And then we'll trim off the ends. And I'll put my pin back in so I don't stick myself later. We're going to take a glue dot and we will adhere it directly to, I'm going to actually just put 2 on it just because the ribbon is thicker. And then we're just going to stick it right down here in the corner. Okay. We'll flip this over and we're going to put dimensionals on it. I had another sheet of dimensionals, but I don't know what I did with them. And we're going to put dimensionals across. And you can see, if you look at the back, you can actually see where the DSP is, because it gives a more detailed of the impression from the embossing folder, which is kind of cool. All right. There's lots of things you can do with an embossing folder. It's been a long time since I've really played around with them though. I should probably do that soon. A long time ago, I used to, before COVID, don't we all say before COVID? I used to teach a technique class once a month, and we would use, you know, different techniques in order to create cards or projects or whatever. And we did one where it was all about the embossing folders. So we're just going to adhere this to the front of our card, front, and then we are going to adhere some of these. So these will be in the Celebration catalog, and they're called opaque faceted gems. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think this is petal pink, but I cannot be 100% accurate on that. This is petal pink, so I feel like it looks close enough, and I'm pretty sure it is. So it's either Calypso Coral or petal pink. So we're going to use it as petal pink. And we're just going to add a whole bunch of them to our card front. Yep. We'll just use our finger for that one. All right. And then last but not least, we want to add our little piece to the inside. I was going to try to put these back in. I'm not sure that's going to work real easy for me. So I might have to, yep, we'll do that later. All right, let me set them up there so I don't forget. Okay, so last but not least, we're going to add this little piece to our inside so that we can create our pocket for our gift card. So we're going to adhere, we're going to put some adhesive strip or some tear and tape. They are adhesive strips, but it's called tear and tape. We're going to adhere it on 3 sides. So 1 long and the 2 short. Okay. Then I'm going to take off the backings. And 1 more. And then we are going to adhere it to this side. So we're just going to line up the corners, and then we're going to run it down that edge. Okay. Now make sure it's good and stuck. And then if you have any extra that's hanging over, you can just trim it right on off. And then ta-da, there is project number 2. All right, let me move all my stuff, and then we will pull in the last one. And the last one is another box, and this holds my second favorite candy. So my second favorite candy is Russell Stover's, and it's just their caramel covered in milk chocolate. I'm a caramel girl, and I'm a milk chocolate girl. I am a simple chocolate person. I don't like all the fancy stuff. I just like simple. So I found these at the Dollar General, and I felt like this would be perfect to go right here into this little box. So we are going to we're going to do some more scoring again. We're going to use the deckled rectangles to create the outside of our box. Our little panels on the front and the back. And then we've got Joy to You for our sentiment. All right. Now, the only thing you have to score for this card is our little long piece here. And this is I think it's 1.5 by 11, but the measurements are all on the, chocolate is project research. That's right, Carrie. That's right. The measurements are all on that blog post though for you. Okay, so I'm going to pull in my scorer again, and we are going to score on the long side at 4. So 4 and then 6 3/4. Then we're going to turn it and we're going to score at half. And we're going to score at 1. So each panel, all 3 panels are 1/2 inch, okay? All right, so let's see. And then we're just going to take and fold. And then take and fold. All right, now we are going to take our scissors and we're going to do what we did on the first project. We're just going to cut on either side of that score line so that it will create a little notch in it. If I can get that one to cut, there we go. Sometimes with the smaller panels, it makes it a little harder. All right, and then we'll cut up this one and this one. And one more. All right, now with this, we are literally just creating a small little holder for the chocolate to sit down in, okay? That's it. So we are gonna take and put adhesive on these 4 little corners. Let me add a little bit more to that one. Okay, and then we're going to literally adhere them up. Okay, and then we'll do this side. And we will do this side and this side. Okay, so now we are going to take our panels that we cut for our front and our back, and these are cut from those deckled rectangles. We are going to put some liquid glue, again with the liquid, and we're going to add some liquid glue down this side and this side and then straight up, okay? And I want to make sure that I do give enough of it because you don't want it to fall apart. Okay, then we're going to take and adhere it right down onto our piece. And I am adding, oops, I'm making sure that I have room at the top. So I want to make sure that that's level, kind of like that, but that our panel hangs off a little bit, okay? Because we really want to hide our box part here. All right, and then I'm going to take my bone folder and just kind of rub. I just want to make sure that it stays. But I use the liquid glue because it allows me to play around with it if I need to adjust it up or down or sideways or anything. All right, so now we're just going to repeat that on this side. Yep. Okay, and then we're going to lay this right on down. And then now, because we've used that liquid glue, we can adjust and make sure that it's all level. Like that. And then we're going to flip it and hold it and run our bone folder in to make sure that it gets that good seal to it, okay? All right, so then that is our box. We're going to let that fully dry, but in the meantime, we are going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment. And we're going to hold our breath while we do the sentiment. because it's a little piece of paper right here. But that is the exact size that I need, other than like it's a little long. So, because that's what I did the sample off of. So we're going to see if I can recreate the perfect sentiment on this piece. I may not be able to, but it'll be all right. I have extra just in case. Okay. Whew, here we go. Oh, that was pretty awesome. Okay, good. I don't have to cut another piece. We are done. All right, so we've got that. Now I just want to trim off our little extras. So I'm going to fix my, let's see if I can, and I got to remember how to fix it. There it goes. Okay, we're going to trim off on this side, and we're going to flip it and trim off on this side. Okay, so we just want the sentiment itself. We don't want any little extra going on. We're going to flip this over and put some adhesive on the bottom. Oops. And then we're going to attach this little glitter Night of Navy piece just right there to the bottom. You can make it longer or whatever you wanted. I just wanted it to be a little extra bling that kind of popped out. Then we are going to cut us a little, like a little bank. You can't even tell that it's, you know, like that underneath it. So it doesn't really matter. We're just going to go ahead and cut just in case you can see it. Like that. Okay, so that is going to be on our card, our box front. You can use that for scraps later on. Here we are going to stamp our trees, and then we will cut out our trees. And we're going to use Old Olive for that. And what I like about these trees is that it's distinctive stamping. So it has like dimension to it. So it has depth. So you've got some darker and some lighter pieces, which I love because it does all the work for you. Okay, we're going to cut this out. I'm going to see if I can get this in here. I may not be able to. Let's see. Might have to bring in the bigger piece. Oh, I can. Yay. Okay, so we're just going to cut off a little bit here and a little bit on this side. There we go. All right, let's lay this here. We'll put our tree on top. I'm just trying to get it lined up. There we go. Okay. Then we'll stick that on there. Run it through. You know, Karen, yes. With the blue and the green, yes. And it's non-traditional with your red and green, but it has the wintry feel to it. That's what I kept thinking when I was doing it was, oh, it feels like winter. Although here in South Carolina, it's feeling like some winter. I know we are not used to cold weather, but it's a little chilly. Okay, our box should be dry, so we're going to pull that back in, and we are going to adhere our, you know what, let me cut this down. I'm going to cut this to, I think it's, let's see, oops, I did it again. We're going to go to 3, I believe. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me cut this down so that it will fit just right. All right. And I'm just going to adhere it. We're just going to do it with the liquid glue since I've got it right here. Okay. We'll adhere this down here. And if the white snow hangs over a little bit, it's completely fine. Then we're gonna, oh, you know what I forgot though, y'all? Good thing we did the liquid glue. I forgot our snowflakes. I need to put this on real quick. Let's add this piece. All right. There we go. All right, then we'll add our snow back on. We'll put that right down here again. The great thing about crafting is you can fix what you think are your mistakes. Okay, next we're gonna pop all of these up. We want it good and tall and sticking out. All right, so we're gonna put one there, and then let me add one more right here. Okay. And then we're just going to adhere it to the front right there. Okay. Now I'm going to take the silver from the gold pack that we used earlier. So it's a gold and silver. So I'm going to take the silver out and we're going to wrap it around. And then I'm going to tie a nice big bow. Maybe not that big. That'll be all right. We'll do a really big one. Okay. Then we'll trim off that, and we'll trim off that one. Okay. Then we are going to take our sentiment. We're going to put dimensionals on it, and we're going to wrap it around this ribbon, or put it on top of the ribbon. So we'll put one in each corner, and then we'll put one in the middle, and that will help keep it secure. And then we'll adhere it right there to the center. Ta-da. All right, and then we're gonna stick our chocolate in. It'll just slide right on down. We are then going to take our little adhesive backed glitter sequins. And I think when I went and checked last night, these may be already gone. But I know a lot of you ordered them, so I figured I would still use them. And we're just going to adhere our white ones because I think those are so pretty. So we're going to add a whole bunch of them to our front. Let's do one here. There. Let's do one right here, right there, and then let's do one more right here. Okay, and that is the last project. I really wanted different boxes or different projects that you could use for Christmas, but you could also use for New Year's. So I hope you enjoyed all of those. Yay! Oh, thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Okay, so do you want to see new stuff? If you do, raise your hand or put a comment in the thank you, Angie. Put a comment in the chat. That's what it's called. It's called a chat. And I will pull all of them out so that we can, I'm going to clean up my mess though first, because that we definitely need to do. And then I will look at the comments and see what y'all say. I do not know really how I can make such a mess, but I do. Yes, yes, okay, okay, perfect. Then I will move these out of the way. And we will, I think I got everything moved. Okay, so we worked with those tonight, so I'm not going to show you those. I will leave those for another time. Okay. Y'all, it takes me forever to clean up after a live. I am a disaster. I'm really organized, but then when I start crafting, I'm a disaster. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me move this. And I'm going to grab really quick all of my other stuff. Okay. Okay. I think I got it all. Some of this stuff we've been able to buy already for like other events and stuff. And then from our product premiere, from our big Stampin' Up! Little meeting. So, all right, so here we go. So this is the first thing. I can't show you the catalog yet, but I can show you the products that I got. So this is the Trusty Tools. I haven't even opened the majority of this stuff. So I'm seeing it with y'all. I will have a paper share and a ribbon share. I've already gotten all the pricing together, so I'll have that posted soon. But this right here, this little pegboard, I'm really excited for. What, Angie, what was it that they called it during the on stage? I can't remember. Did it sound like pigboard? I think is what it sounded like, because it was one of our overseas ladies, and it was so cute to listen to her say it, but I think she said pigboard. But I'm really excited. This is like a label, but this piece right here too will allow you to create like a toolbox, and then it's got like the little handles. So you will definitely see this sometime. Okay, the next is this. This was one of the little free gifts we got. It's called Planted Paradise. And it's a reversible stamp, which I always have fun with those. And it's plants that I can't kill. So that's always a positive. And then we've got the hot air balloon. This one I am really excited about. I opened it so I could see the dies, and because this is one of the pieces that I will cut out for the calendar class. So it's got some really good fun pieces. This also comes with some paper. Let me see if I can find it though. Here we go. This comes with some paper. Yeah, I think I'm going to open the paper. Let's see. I was going to say maybe not, but yeah, if we're going to look, let's look. Let's look all the way. All right. So this is probably some of my favorite paper in the catalog, because I love when the spring catalog comes out, I love the bright, fun colors. So that's one side, and this is the other. And then you've got the polka dots, which this is like this would be great for a birthday. Actually, most of this paper would be, but. And then that's the back side. Oops, nope. That's the back side. Okay, and then you've got this pattern. Some good stripes. That would be good for masculine. And then, of course, that one. And then I like that one. And then you got, this would be good for snowflakes too. Might be used before the end of the year. And in January, you could use that in January too, because it's still cold in January. And then this looks like, yep, then this is the last pattern. Well, I like that. All right, so that is some good paper there. Very, very good. And then you have your stamp set with some good sentiments in there. I like the hang in there. Sometimes we all need a little bit of that. The mint is so calming. You know, it kind of is. Yeah. Okay, then this is the ice cream swirl. This was probably my least favorite after I kind of saw some of the projects, but I decided to still get it because it's ice cream and we all love ice cream, right? And I say that I don't know, I think the paper from the hot air balloon would do really good with this one, I'm thinking. So these are the dies. What I liked about it was this piece right here, the largest ice cream, it actually turns into a tag. So you can fold it in half and it's a tag, which is kind of cool. And then you can attach that to the top. I think it's this die that I'm not particularly in love with. So I'm gonna have to play around with it and see what I can figure out, but I'm not necessarily in love with, and it's two separate pieces here, but you know, I'll eventually fall in love with it because I'll start playing with it. So this is really cool though too, because you could, so it can attach, it can be like your holder on your ice cream cone, but it also could be, you could turn this into a cupcake. So, yep. Or you could put some, you know, like, you could turn it into a bowl for like a sundae or whatever. So, alrighty. There is that. This one here, I wasn't sure about this one either. These are alphabet dies, which I tend to love, but it's all one die. So, I don't know. It will definitely be a difficult one to use because obviously it cuts out the whole thing. But I guess you'd have lots of letters in all colors as you are creating projects. So that could be good too. You can pick and choose which colors you want. So, but there are cute projects in the catalog using that set right there. And then most of you have seen this one. This is the Heartfelt Hexagon. This was for the Creativity Now that Stampin' Up! Did. So they came out with this stamp set. This will be in the new catalog. And then this one is the B one, the Be My Valentine, which is in there as well. This actually comes with some ribbon. Let's see, here it is. So this comes with some ribbon, some Poppy Parade ribbon, which is really pretty. It ties really nice. And then these embellishments here. And I've already used some of these because I did a team when we did our on stage, and so they got to make the cards, and so I had packets for them or whatever if they wanted to make them. So so that is the Be My Valentine. I'm gonna put those there and that there. Okay, let's see. Oh, I forgot to show you this. This is the twine that will go with the hot air balloon, which y'all know I love me some thin thin ribbon. And I think these are the embellishments that go with it as well, because it's the same colors. So I'm pretty sure it was like a whole suite. So this would be, that would go with it as well. Okay, now this is the Cutest Cows, and it comes with a punch, which is amazing. I love that it's a punch. It would be really cool to have dies though to cut out the little flowers and the chickens, but this is going to be fun. Y'all know I love the farm animals. So, this one will be fun to play with. And then let's see, what is next? I got Excellent Die, or Excellent Eggs. I got that one. This is probably going to be my Easter treat class. So, and I'm thinking about doing 2 Easter classes this year because I have these, which I really like because it's all these different eggs. How stinking adorable. And then it has these little pieces in here to create like your fun patterned eggs. But then there's a really good one, which I did not get yet, that is like faith-based. So that one might be a card class too. But anyway, so this one. And then Beach Days. This one I am in love with, and I don't know why. But because I love the mountains. I like the beach, don't get me wrong, but I am a huge mountain girl. But for some reason, this one kept calling my name. And so I got this one instead of a different one with my pre-order. All right, let's see. And I think it's probably the dies that I love. Because it's got the surfboard, but then you can even cut out like this part of it, and then it's got some waves with it, and it's got like this little piece here that, you know, it goes, it's your railing, I guess is what you can say. So you can build it up in different colors, and it's just like, I don't know. This one I am like absolutely in love with. When I go to probably start creating with it, I probably won't be able to do a thing. It'll probably be too overwhelming for me, but anyway, I really loved it. And I loved the wishing you a beautiful day and then the happy birthday font. I loved that. So, yes, definitely, Carrie. Definitely. Okay, and then sending love. You know, when you're in the crafting world and you love to make cards, this is a must because this is what we do. We mail everything. And we call it Happy Mail. That's the only thing I didn't see in this stamp set. It should say Happy Mail. But the dies are really fun with this too. So you can cut out just the mailbox that you can stamp, but then you can create a mailbox that you can slide this little envelope into. Or you could even put some of these hearts and it could fall out and that kind of stuff. So, and then you've got a great grass die there. So this one is a good one. You'll definitely see this one too. I mean, hopefully you'll see all of them since I bought them, right? Okay, and then this is the last one. This one really called my name because I think of this right here. The samples in the catalog were amazing. And the samples is what made me actually get this one. But I love the sentiments too. I'm a sentiment girl, but overjoyed for you in this new journey. That's really good. Definitely for like a graduate, that would be perfect. There is a graduate stamp set in the new catalog. Woo woo! The watermelon called my name from Celebration. Oh, really, Angie? Really? I did not get it. Shocker. I did not. I actually did not get the watermelon one. I might eventually, but did not call my name. Now, one of the other things I loved about this set was the dies too. So you've got circles and you've got rectangles, and there's like, these actually cut out circles, and then you've got like a stitched one there. So, and then these are like little border dies too. So I love the dies in this set too. Okay, so that's those. I did also, this is going to be, I'm starting to work on Club for January, and Club is going to actually use the Memories and More, the Sweet Thoughts Memories and More. So be on the lookout for that, because you'll get a whole pack of the envelopes and you'll get a whole pack of these cards. And there's 20, I think, in this pack. Yes, so you'll be able to make 20 cards in your in the January club for that one. So there's some really cute patterns in here. So I really like this. Okay, now there's some random stuff that I got too, like embellishments. So I got, these are cork, adhesive backed cork rounds. I like cork. It's like a whole farmhouse thing for me. So I got those. And then this matches one that is like a rock star kind of thing. These are called adhesive back lightning and stars. So I went ahead and got those. I haven't gotten either one of those sets to go with it. I probably won't get the one that goes with those. But okay, then there's lots of paper. Most of you have probably seen this one already because this one's been out for a while. So we won't go over that one. And we're going to open and pull. So this one is called Forever Love. And it is, it's got the gold foiling in it, which is really pretty. And then the back, of course, has like a, you know, just a normal pattern kind of thing. That one's really pretty. And then that's your other side. This would look really good with the nest one. That's what I'm thinking. And then you've got that. And then that one and that. Ooh, and this one's really pretty too. I like that one. Ooh, I like that back one too. That is petal pink. Petal pink, we're seeing a lot of the petal pink in the catalog. Gonna have an order on the 15th. There you go. Well, Nancy, if you put it on the 14th, you'll get free shipping. Just so you can save some money. But yes, I might have another order coming too. Because we can still order our pre-order items. We have until the end of the month. So, Christmas money. All right, let's open this one. Okay, so this is going to be one that is on my next order, by the way, because I like the dies that are a part of this one too. You can create like a sandcastle. You can create like a little boat for them. This one is really fun. And it's called Just Kidding. So, which is kind of a play on words, which is great. That one cracks me up. So, and I love that they have a wheelchair one in the paper. I really think that's kind of cool too. This would have been me as a child, stubborn. That looks like a very stubborn child. So that would have been me. Except for I wouldn't have blonde hair. But these are really fun. These are really fun patterns. And then you've got that one. And they're catching a frog. Some hula hooping, some fishing. And this is really fun. I actually had never seen this one before. That looks fun. It looks like a good one to put on the back of a in the background of a card. And then this one's all about books. That's kind of cool. All right, and then this I really like. I really like this paper. All right, and then you've got that one. Oh, that's fun. And then, of course, that one. All right. We always have great paper. Y'all know I always love... Oh, did you, Nancy? You meant the 14th? Yeah. I always love our paper. I think we always have really fun, pretty patterns. All right. And this one here, this one has some more gold foiling with it. That's your front and that's your back. The back of this paper is really good for some masculine cards too. I love that pattern there. Obviously that one's not good for a masculine, but I think there's a couple in this one, unless I'm thinking of the wrong pack, which it could be, but I can't keep track usually. I love when they put almost like newspaper print paper in. I love that. And there you go. Okay, yeah, this was the one I was thinking was a good like masculine background too, because it's simple. And this one would be a good one too. And then this one they showed at our on stage, and they cut it up, and you could make 6 cards out of it, which was kind of cool. So it could be your background pieces. And then this one, I love the handwriting ones. And then you've got this, which is a great, both of these actually would be great for masculine cards. So I'm always looking for good masculine cards or paper, because, you know, it's hard to find that now. So, and that is wild wheat. Wild wheat, Kathy, there's the wild wheat. All right. Now let's open this one. So this one was a really popular one. This is the lavender set. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not so I love purple. Do not get me wrong. Purple is my favorite color. But I'm not so sure the... they have like a postage one that has like the postage dies with it. That's just sentiments. I will probably get that one, but I probably won't get the set that actually goes with the lavender because, you know, it's just more flowers for me personally. And I think I have a whole nut. Bye, Angie. See you later. All right. So then you've got that pattern. I do like the paper though. So, you know, it could always change my mind later on. Could always change my mind. Yes, Carrie, you will be able to order from the new catalog for the January class. Yes, ma'am. You can start ordering the 5th of January, and our class will be the 6th of January. So it will be perfect timing. And then I will have bingo, but I will not have it. Oh, I love that. I will not do bingo until February because of the fact that I need enough time to be able to get the class together. And I did a vote at last class, and everybody likes it being in the same day because then you can just get it all over with in one day. And they can just spend the whole day with me. So we'll do bingo. I like that one. So we'll do bingo in February, the first class, or the first Saturday in February. Ooh, I like that one too. Okay, so there we go. And again, I will have a paper share with all of the paper. And then a ribbon share too. Okay, so then there's this one. I think this is the one I liked as well. Okay, so you've got that pattern and that pattern. That's Moody Mauve. They used a lot of our in colors. Ooh, that one's pretty. And then there's this one. Not so fond, but I love, which is great. You always gonna love at least one side, right? Great having two sides. Ooh, I like that one too. That's that is Lost Lagoon. See if we can name all our colors. And then you've got this one. And then Wild Wheat. Yay! Oh, and I love that one. I like that one. Okay, so there's that one. Oh, this one is called, sorry, I'm forgetting to tell you what they're called. Poetic Expressions. So, yeah, Kathy, it is. It is. Okay, this one is the rock and roll one. And I will be getting that set. We may even be using it for bingo. But I had to, you know, stay on a budget. So I had to make sure that I got the things I really liked first. All right, so then you've got that and that one. And of course, this one is great for masculine cards. This is perfect for masculine cards. And then you've got this and this. I like that one. It's unique. Oh, this one's really pretty. And then you got that. And then here and here. Oh, that's like crinkled up paper. That's what that looks like. Then you've got that one and that one. And then you've got that one that looks like chipped paint. And then, ooh, that's a good one. All right, so there is that one. And this one is called Rock and Roll. Easy to remember, Rock and Roll. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. It looks way more manly, for sure. Okay, and then I got a couple of the free stuff, the celebration items. There we go. I'm probably not going to open the paper on this one because I'm going to try to use some of these as gifts, so I don't want to open them. But you will all be getting a catalog, so then you'll be able to see all of it. So this one is called Flight and Airy, which matches a bundle in the catalog. I think they may have used this one with the nest one that I had. It could be maybe a different one, but anyway. And then there is Most Adored, which this one has the gold foiling in it. There is a stamp set that this paper matches with. This is called Sunny Days paper. This coordinates with one of the bundles that's in the catalog. As a matter of fact, I believe all of the paper in the celebration will actually coordinate with one set or another. This one is softly stippled, and this one does coordinate as well. And then you have the tulle one, which of course will coordinate with the tulle set. But this is called Trusty Toolbox. And then there is a Heartfelt Hellos. This is a sentiment stamp set. It has some good Enjoy Your Day. I love the Enjoy Your Day one. There is some Pool Party ribbon, which is fun. I always love a ribbon. This actually looks like a ribbon we used to have in the past. It was like a Daffodil Delight. Very similar to that. And then the last thing I got was Jungle Pals. So you can get the stamp set for with a $50 order, and then you can get the dies with a $100 order. So to get the bundle, it has to be $150. So the Jungle Pals was at the top of my list. You know, I like my critters. I love my critters. I'm all about the fun critters and animals. So we'll open the dies for this one. So the dies have so that you can cut out each of your animals, but then it has some of the big leaves, and it has like the big tree here, so you can put your animals on it. So really fun, really fun. So you'll definitely see that one. So that is it. Don't forget, with the class that we did today, you can get that class when you spend $35 in my online store. So don't forget that. Make sure that you share, make sure that you give a thumbs up, and I will draw a winner for the embellishments for next week. And if you are a current customer of mine, you do have a catalog coming your way if I have your address. So you will have those catalogs coming soon. I mailed one, I believe I mailed one to myself too, just to make sure that we get that when we get them. Sometimes I forget, but I usually do. So hopefully I will start seeing those sometime soon, and then if not, I've ordered some other ones and I can get those in the mail to you. But other than that, I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.